Hello, everybody. Welcome to Raising Vibrations with myself, Simon. Today, we're doing Chart of the Day, and this is for the 21st of October, 2015. And yep, this picture illustrates perfectly what I feel like the energy is going to be like as we transition from a Capricorn moon into an Aquarius moon. So this is the Chart of the Day, and we have the moon in Aquarius, and we have the sun still in Libra. The sun is now 27 degrees Libra, and it's going to be making a quincunx from there. As you can see, there's a quincunx all the way to the 0-degree node in Aries and also Vesta. Now, what's interesting about this sun quincunx over here is that if you have a look, the relationship between Scorpio and Aries represents the natural anxiety or tension that we have in ourselves when we move away from something that's feeling secure. Now, even though this is in Libra and not Scorpio, the inconjunct there between those two angles is going to naturally still start to be very clear and present, but might not necessarily be, direct in our faces straight away. But as soon as that sun starts to move into Scorpio and moves, to maybe at least over here, which I would say about 8 degrees, this anxiety of separation regarding the past is going to be very, very prevalent for us right now. We're definitely going to be feeling this old world, new world disassociation. You're going to be like really, really not feeling whatever you'd wanted to do in the past is no longer going to be, it's just like the emotion is just like it's done. There's no inspiration. There's no life there, and it's that new journey that we're embarking on at this point in time. So it's a very powerful energy in that way, but it is also marking that new evolutionary change. And how do we deal with this anxiety of separation? Do we jump into the new feeling that we're confident, or we jump into the new going, I have to do this, I'm forced to do this, and I'd prefer to just stay in my normal ways? If you have a look over here, Venus is still balsamic to Jupiter, and that's really, really simple in the sense that it just means that the relationship that these two have with each other is culminating, and of course Venus is now what is called a full phase opposition with Neptune. So this is a lot of like spaciness that we're experiencing at this stage. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention to you was that this balsamic phase conjunction is just really going to be combining and ending off all types of philosophies and belief systems that no longer support your new direction. Mars has already started to make this new way. I've already encouraged you guys to start finding new directions that you feel are going to be more inspiring to yourself. Where can you expand your life? Where can you feel more of the heart center being present in you? And so on. So this conjunction here is just going to kind of tie up loose ends. And as you start to form these new things in the wake of this Mars transit, Venus will start to make new value systems, new needs. And so, of course, there's a heavy amount of self-reflection at this stage. Many of you are probably working quite a lot in your home, cleaning, purifying, being busy, and so on and so forth. The other thing, of course, is the fact that the moon is now making some really positive angles, to be honest, against Mercury. The moon also making three trines at the moment. And it's making a sextile to Sagittarius. So the moon in Aquarius is just saying it's going to be very much of a sort of like detached day in that way, a sense of just liberation, the archetype of how can I find individuality in my connection to things, and how can I find what tribe I operate through. Okay, so here's the things that I would like to share with everybody today. I took the Sabian symbol for the 17-degree Pisces, okay, and what came out of it was an Easter promenade. All right, so this symbol shows the ability or the need to be able to regularly join with others in order to celebrate your community's religious, spiritual, or cultural ideas. Now, what I would like to use in terms of this interesting dynamic is that if you have a look at the scenery over here, you can see that there's quite a lot of interaction. There's a lot of busyness. There's a lot of everybody's philosophies and ideas all interacting with each other. And there's a sense of like, common interest, which has of course led everybody to be part of this vortex. And so this is what I'm trying to illustrate through today's message, is that this Chiron story, as you can see over here, Mars is making an opposition there, Jupiter's making an opposition there as well, and the moon being in Aquarius, and Sagittarius being, Saturn being in Sagittarius, and of course, again, the whole story about the Jupiter finding our new direction. It's about really, really recognizing that if we're going to be searching for a new tribe, because many of you at this point in time, including myself, well, not really, but find that your identity structure is associated with something that's new, and yet the people around you might not represent that or reflect that, and it can feel very lonely. It's like an existential void. So what I'm sharing with you today is that try to see if you can integrate more into your philosophy what people are interested in what you do, and that can be over the internet. Okay, so things that I could suggest is there's a wonderful program called Zoom. Okay, it's just like Skype in that way. Check it out. And what it does is it literally gives you the opportunity to create links and send to people, and people join that kind of like room, and you can host up to like 20 people, 30 people in the Zoom conversation. And you can actually join from all over the world and have the sense of alienation be removed, or the sense of void of this existential void removed, because you're connecting with people all over the world that have got the same spiritual interests as you, that feel like they're awakening in that way. And try to give yourself the opportunity to allow for the Saturn and Sagittarius archetype to kick in, where it's the transmigration of ideas. Okay, that's how Sag works. It is transmigration of ideas. So instead of taking the boundaries at this point in time and limiting yourself because you don't see them physically, expand your sense of awareness. And if you're on a Facebook group and you're saying, hey guys, like I'd really like to chat to some of you people about this, and I know that you live in Australia and I live in the States, here's a Zoom link, let's connect and let's chat about some stuff. Okay, it's fantastic. I really hope that you enjoyed this chart of the day. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you found this interesting and you've watched it for the first time, and share this information with anybody you feel will get inspired from it. Okay. If you haven't been made aware of our membership program that we've got on Raising Vibrations, please go check that out. It's on our website, raisingvibrationsastrology.com. There's 3 options that you can choose from. And basically what it is just what you've seen today. Instead of it being 8 or 7 or 8 minutes long, it's exactly 5 or 46 minutes long. And you get that every new and full moon